what can I say? Brilliant. I mean, the first day went really well. I was very apprehensive about the whole ground school side of things because it's a lot of theory-based subjects, which is not my strong point, and it's like going back to school. That's what I thought it was going to be like. But that was put to bed quite quickly when we got there, when John kind of sat us all down and explained how it was going to run. The way he brought everything forward and taught us it was brilliant. You know, he gave us real-life examples, drawing from his experience, and the other tutors in there also did that, which just made the whole thing a lot easier and fun to learn. And you know, areas that otherwise would have proved difficult actually, I hope, went in fairly well. We covered areas such as air law, meteorology, which is something that I've never even touched on. The pilot skills side of it was probably the highlight of the day for me. A very large subject to go over, but it went over so many things to do with professionalism and how you should run your business and how you should treat the industry of flying a drone and not just take it for granted that it's something you should just play at. One thing that was massively apparent throughout the day was the professionalism of the training. You know, the whole thing, right from the kind of slideshows, the graphics, the way it was presented, and the style of training was absolutely superb. Giving real life examples, putting you in situations, asking you questions to try and get you to answer, to get you involved, to really get the sort of message home and drive it in, because that's part of the problem with learning is making sure it goes in, because if it doesn't go in, then it's no use. I felt day one was a real success. I think I got out of it probably more than what I anticipated. I really went into it quite apprehensively, not quite sure what I was going to learn from it and how it was going to go in, but you know, I'm sat here feeling fairly confident that, you know, I learned something, which is what it's all about. So that's a great step forward. One thing that is so apparent is the fact that flying a drone is quite a significant thing. It was even described as being more stressful and more intense than being a pilot on a plane, because you don't have any time or downtime to think about things. When you're flying a drone, you're in control and you've got to be focused 100% of the time. So it just reiterated that, you know, this is the sort of training you need to do to be in the industry and to be doing it commercially, because it's not something you can just play at. It's so important to follow these guidelines and make sure you have stuff in place that you follow to the mark every time. And that way it reduces any kind of risk, and that's what it's all about. It's about reducing risk and doing a very good job. One of the really interesting things I picked up from today as well was the fact that when you've booked a course with Flyby Technology, it's not just a case of doing the course and then they leave you to it. All the way through the training, it's very much about saying how they support you afterwards and develop you on your journey. I would highly recommend them so far. Like I say, time will tell. I've got tomorrow to go for the ground school and do the exam and things, and that'll be another stage done. But then after that, I'll be able to assess it even further and give you some better ideas as to what I'm thinking. But overall, very positive.